Welcome back, guys, to another Wild Rift video. Today you're going to see my legendary Lee Sin you've probably never seen before. The items I'm going to build, you can see them on the screen right here. They're pretty strong on him. Like, I haven't played Lee Sin for a long time, and the Black Cleaver, the Divine Sunderer, and the Sterix Gauge in combination make you pretty tanky while still remaining the damage. Honestly, Lee Sin has been a top tier jungler for a very long time, but people haven't been playing him as often as they should. Okay, also, one of the things I've noticed, like, I haven't seen Yon in a ranked game. Yoni? Like, you know, that brother of Yazoo. I can't pronounce his name, but, like, I haven't seen him in a ranked game because he's basically permabanned, and this is the first time I'm seeing him. Now, this Samira inside of the Champ Select, I edited that out for you because it wasn't that interesting, but she was, like, tooting her own horn, saying that she was 20-3 last game, so you might be up for a surprise right here. Now, I got all the field in the jungle. I was once a jungle main, and I stopped playing it because, like, I don't really enjoy playing jungle in Wild Rift. But you will see, some of my old skills will come out of this game. And now, the first thing I realized is, okay, this is why they ban Yon. If you want to see why they ban this champion all the time, why you should probably ban Lee Sin or play him, like, you should stick around till this video. Also, if you've never watched my channel, I'm a Grandmaster player, I'm a top 200 Legendary Q player, and you're going to see educational and informational, and also, how's it called? Entertainment content, okay? I forgot how it was called. But basically, if you want to get entertained and you want to get a better Wild Rift player at the same time, make sure to subscribe to this channel. Okay, I don't know what this Graves is thinking, invading my jungle this early. Like, at least in the early game, you can't fight with him. Insanely stupid move. And he's dead. Maybe we can also get the Braum. I'm not 100% sure. I'm hiding behind the Leona. And we get all of them. Nice run by Vega right here. And I should have, like, I'm commentating those games afterwards because I'm a very good commentator and I'm a very good player, but I can't do both at the same time. But I should have looked at the Annie, why he was aggressively pinging on her. She was low as hell and it was a pretty free kill. Now I'm giving the kills away to my team. I'm not trying to get every single kill like a lot of Lee Sin players do, simply because you're going to fall off late game. You have one of the strongest, if not the strongest, early game if you know how to use it, but like in the late game, you're going to fall off and you want to rely on your team. If you have all the kills, you can't rely on your team. Also, if you're going to pick up Lee Sin, please be prepared that you're going to lose at least the first 20 games. You're not going to be very great at him, because he's not the easiest champion to pick up. On PC, he's even harder, okay, because like you can't do the jump into nowhere, you have to have a ward. They don't have it in this game, but he's still mechanically challenging. Let me put it into that words. So I'm going back, grabbing some items, and also one of the things you need to understand as a jungler, like I try to educate you in the jungle as good as I can. I haven't played jungle in a while now, even though I was a jungle main, so you probably see the things I'm doing right here. One of the things I see a lot of junglers doing wrong is forgetting to farm, and I do the same right here. I'm just walking past the crux. Okay, a lot of people forget to farm because they agree for ganks and they want to fight the enemy jungler. One of the easiest ways to win against... I don't know why I went in there. One of the easiest ways to win your games as a jungler is to make sure you have like a good rotation between farming the camps, having in mind when the camps are going to come up, and ganking. If you find the balance, you will be insanely broken. Like, as a jungler, I know as junglers we get flamed a lot, and there's a reason for that. But if you are a good jungler yourself, playing against a jungler that's not a jungle main, oh boy, he's not going to have a good time, especially if you know what you do and you're playing a champion like Lee Sin. So I believe that Yoni is completely wrecking the Vayne. So what I'm doing is I decide to take away crap from him, and I'm out. Take a look at what Yoni does. I don't know how often he has played this champion. I tried to kick him in the Vayne right there, but she unfortunately flashed over the wall. I didn't see that because she was invisible. But still, we got him. I maybe wasted my ult. Again, farming my jungle. Now the smarter move, instead of greeting for my red buff, is to go back and get my Youmuu's power spike. I will also be like back to the action pretty quickly because the Dragon Anti-Rift Herald is they're coming up. I see my team is going back, so I have some extra time to farm the camps, which is something you should be doing. Again, this is like the balance between farming and making sure that like you're not missing out on anything as a jungler. Placing down the ward. Failing my W. It's also part of the plan. Okay, this was completely intentional. Wink wink. And I'm grabbing the blue buff. I don't know why that Veigar stole it from me, like he could have at least pinged or arsed. And I know that I don't need a blue buff, honestly, but it still would have been nice if he asked me. Or at least did a ping, not just stole it away from me. I think later on I'm going to put some revenge onto him, and I know this is a very childish thing. I just did it. I don't know what to say about this. So, you can see my smite skills, what I do when I'm smiting, and this is how you get most of the smites right, is simply with the attack lock it onto the dragon, and you should be fine. So 2, 1, and 4, that Yoni is completely obliterating everybody, and I know why this guy is banned every single time if you know how to play him. So I immediately go for the Rift Herald. I don't go for the Krug first because the Rift Herald is more valuable and they see that the Graves is up in a couple of seconds. So make sure to prioritize that the right way. But I don't think he would have come anyway because that Yoni right here, or Yoni. Please, somebody in the comments let me know how to pronounce his name. Because I feel dumb every single time I say his name. I would just call him Yasuo's brother from now on. Hitting that Annie, flashing or downing behind her, kicking her into the cage. Like, this is something, like some of the things you will learn with Lee Sin as you go. I don't want the Graves to steal my camps again. I don't like it when he's doing that. Also, one tip I can give you with Lee Sin, use his passive. Not like I do right here. I misplay that so much. I don't know what I was trying here. But at this point I was triggered, I wanted to kill him. And I don't know if it goes good. I can't remember. I missed my Q the second time. But he's dead. And I deserve to die right here. I think he's even disrespecting me. In the chat in a few seconds. I think I remember what happened right there. Here, the Smurf that's losing against Lee Sin asked me if I'm drunk. Maybe he should be thinking about if he's the drunk guy. Anyways, so the Samira, I don't know if you've taken a look at her scoreboard. I didn't see it right now, but she's not having a good time. And she was like screaming in the alt chat. I was 20-3 last game. I will obliterate you. Okay, or not in the alt chat, but in the team chat before the game started. Not the best light on yourself if you do it like that. Also, I'm probably the only Lee Sin player that doesn't have the God Fist Lee Sin. I know it's a pretty cool skin, but I love my Coconut Lee Sin. Yoni is 6-0. This is completely insane what he's doing with the enemies, and I'm probably going to ban him or keep banning him. Now let's take a look. This is also a way to gank with Lee Sin. You wait behind that. You wait behind that. She's going to get greedy. You kick her away, and this is what you can do. What you're trying to do right here is either you try to get the Q immediately on the enemy and Q over the wall, ult them, and like follow with your W. One thing you can do, or you W over the wall, you Q the enemy, you kick them away, and then you save it also. This is also something you should be doing only if your team is able to help you properly. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to help the Veigar, but I got the enemy getting the Graves. Also, if you'd like to see more Lee Sin gameplay, make sure to like this video and subscribe to the channel. Let me know down in the comments, or in general more jungle gameplay, because I think this game in general is lacking some good jungle educators. Like I remember when I was playing League PC, there have been so many people playing disrespecting her. There have been so many junglers in the game, but on Wild Rift, there are not that many, and I can understand why. And just for you guys, I would start playing more jungle again. Just let me know, because I really want to help the game make the jungle great again. So I'm grabbing up the Divine Sunderer, I'm going for the Black Cleaver. And I would say we are in a pretty good spot. I mean, the enemies can still win this game, but the probability of us just getting carried by the snowballing Yoni, Jesus' brother, it's probably pretty high, the way this guy is playing. Now, one of the things, again, this is what I wanted to say originally, is use the Lee Sin passive. Between every single of your abilities, make 2 auto hits. You're going to get like buffed up stats when you do it. As you can see, I do it every single time. It's ingrained in myself. I don't do it every single time. I've just seen the mistake I've made. But usually what you're doing, especially in the early game, if you're starting out, do your ability, 2 hits, activate the ability again, 2 hits, next ability. This is the basic combo. Even in 1v1, this is the difference between a Lee Sin that does abysmal damage and a Lee Sin that doesn't deal any damage.
From the enemy champion.
Like, looking at the map right now, we don't have that more things opened on the map, like that more space, so to speak. We don't have the middle turret. This is something we should definitely do in the next few seconds. What you've just seen me doing is trying to bait out enemy ultimates and enemy abilities by simply throwing a Q, queuing onto the enemy, and then Wing while I'm flying with my Q. This way you're going to land somewhere else when enemies are thinking you're dumb and you jump in. Wow, pretty good ultimate by... Wow, pretty good ultimate by Annie, pretty good snap by me. Let's see what we can do right here. Yon died, so probably can't do that much in this fight. I try to... Maybe the enemies get greedy and I can kill some of them. But more likely I should be fleeing. This Graves right here is not having his best time. Maybe I can kill him so he gets healed. Who's now the drunk guy? Probably me. Wow, this was insane by Samira. She was saving my ass right there. Slowly trying to steal that MVP away from Yoni. But just slowly. Because he's still like 9-0? I can't really remember. 7-1. Okay. Insane stats. I still have more participation in kills than him, but with a 7-1 you should be able to get MVP. Somebody stole my blue, this makes me angry again. Time to grab the dragon. Again, 2 hits, then activating the ability again. Again, this is how you do damage with Lee Sin. It's not that big secret, but you always see those Lee Sin players that don't deal any damage, and you see those Lee Sin players that deal tonic damage. If you want to be the one that deals tons of damage, do this. Actually, this was pretty close when I'm looking at it again. This enemy didn't steal the buff. Again, I'm doing it to a certain extent. To a certain extent, I'm doing it. I'm not the perfect PC player, but I would say the good damage experience. This Ezreal also could be a huge problem later on, and this is also when you're an S tier ADC. I wish I would be helping that Yon, but the turret was more important for me at this point, and I knew he was going to get out. He was not going to get out. Unfortunately, I didn't have enough time. I remember what I tried to do right there. I wanted to Q the Ezreal, take the honey fruit, and then activate my second Q, so that I fly straight to him. The plan worked better in my head than it worked in reality. What would reminds me? Like, these are some of the awesome things you can do with Lee Sin if you're creative, and this is probably going to kill me because I was greedy for the Grump. not the most pleasurable experience.
Shut down.
This Wayne is dead again. Like, this is the reason why most people, and I'm just saying most people, shouldn't play Wayne topper. Because they're not that good with her.
They will be sundered.
That Yoni right here is still obliterating these enemies. Look at this. This is insane. And I think Grace has to acknowledge it. Or maybe he's going to complain about having bad enemy beyond being OP. Sorry, I just got distracted. Trying to focus again. Here, this is where I get my revenge. This Vega was trying to steal it again from me without any words. And I smited him. We can see Wayne is out of position, and like, I know everybody in this game likes it to crush the enemy that was like already obliterated. Even though he was only giving like 50 gold, everybody loves just killing the guy that's already 0 numbers. Okay, we are preparing a team fight, or at least it looks like we are losing a team fight. I'm trying to get that Annie out of the team fight too, so protect Leon, because he's the guy that's going to carry it out of the team fight. He gets the Ezreal, and now it's time for me to revenge Leon who just was just killed. Look at this tankiness! Okay, this is insane. I just killed damage items that just give me a bunch of health. But I'm still tanking so much damage. Pretty cool. Wayne can't even fumble me against the wall, I can't even. I can't even hit my Q, and this is also one of the strong combos you can do with your Sim. You Q the enemy, you ult him away, and then you Q behind him. This is one of the times where you basically screw what I just told you, where you always try to do 2 hits between making between your abilities. This game should be pretty much over. Maybe I have a chance of getting an MVP with 10. Again, this is a Grandmaster gameplay. This is not played on some Smurf, and I have to say this because a lot of people accuse me of simply playing this game on Smurf and just showing you how I obliterate enemies. No, I don't do that. I want to educate you. If you're getting educated by simply seeing how I obliterate silver people, let me know in the comments. Maybe we can do an unranked challenge, but I'm not even sure if that's allowed in the game, and I'm not even sure if I would feel comfortable doing that. I get knocked out. This was a very long knockout. What did he do? At this point, I probably lost sight of the team fight. I gotta be completely honest. I just tried to tank her, not die, and damage some enemies. I gotta be honest, I completely lost sight over the team fight. But if Young right here, you probably had complete insight to what happened. Look at this damage. You can dive enemies on 4 or 5 towers. At least it feels like it. I know they're not 4 or 5 towers. And simply jump back to his shadow, and it's fine.
On my way.
One of the new releases I'm very, very excited about is going to be Vex. I haven't played him, but I've seen some montages on PC, like this was after my PC time. I've seen some montages where people just completely destroyed the enemies with Vex. If you play on PC, let me know down in the comments as well, and have a conversation about Vex. So let's take a look at the overall game situation and what we're going to need to do in order to win the game. First of all, protect Yon, protect Veigar, and Samira should also be able to do some damage, but she isn't quite in game. She is not having the 23. She was praying for this game as well, and she was telling everybody, and like she was fighting in the middle. Yon killed someone again, and again, like what I do is what I just told every single one of you. Even though there is a fight going on in the mid lane, everybody enjoys killing the 20 and or the 0 and 9 enemy. Everybody enjoys that more than helping their team in team fights.
Ally slain.
I even died almost up until the Nexus just to get the 0 and 9 win. Everybody does it, right? And this game should be pretty much over. Like, 4 enemies have a 40-second death timer, and we should be able to finish. And this is exactly what makes Lee Sin so unfair. If you're playing correctly in the early game, you give the feed to your team, you're going to win. Now, if you enjoyed this video, make sure to like this video. If you want to see more jungle and overall gameplay to help you make you a better player while entertaining you, make sure to subscribe to the channel. And I'm also going to leave you with a bunch of videos I will think you will find pretty valuable.